evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falkor Bay. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
And now it's... Here comes Roy. Caleb Sweet Hands Plant.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Caleb Plant is hurt. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Another scoring shot there. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
You don't want to trade shots. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he fails to score with that left hook. He blocks the uppercut. A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
on display here is incredible. And he caught him with a left hook. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Caleb Plant just got clipped. Boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Look at that chap's slick. Now don't wait till... Get this boxing back together. You get it soft. Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's wicked. You had everything in the bag. You're not going to let him back into it. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus. The gaps up here, and he'll start tiring. So just keep it. Your shots off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round. I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there. Just bear it up. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's go out. Thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing the power shot.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
With that jab. That jab misses. Straight right just misses. Jab just missed with the left hand. Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And they are giving us action. That count, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the score.
I need you to...
We go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted. Hold it right there. Plant is in some serious trouble here. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
nobody home with that hook. Left hook just missed. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those popped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away.
On to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just missed with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Whoa, wait a minute! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do?
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2...
this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down.
Let him get back in.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Just missed with that hook. Nice punch. Nobody home with that hook. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way that we're going to stand up to that one.
I need to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Let him back into the fight. You're way better than this guy.
And there's the bell for round 8. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What a punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny? And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before.